You ever scroll through a sea of glossy pictures, read the perfect-sounding bullet points, and end up with a speaker that looks great on paper but sounds like a tin can when you finally mount it? I've been there buying an in-wall speaker that promised cinematic depth only to discover it blended into the background like a bad soundtrack. That disappointment is why I'm breaking down this review, so you can avoid the same mistake. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I'll walk through the real-world considerations, the hidden trade-offs, and exactly who gets the most bang for their buck with the focal Littora 1000 ICW8. First, let's talk about the category itself. In-wall and in-ceiling speakers are a different animal than bookshelf or floor-standing units. You're not just buying a driver, you're buying a system that has to live inside a wall cavity, survive temperature changes, and still deliver a coherent soundstage when you point a TV or a movie projector at it. That means the mounting method, the way the driver attaches to the drywall, and the ability to tune the treble for different room acoustics become as important as the tweeter material. Most people underestimate the installation step, assuming a plug-and-play experience, and end up with a misaligned grille or a driver that rattles because the cavity isn't sealed properly. Enter the focal Littora 1000. Focal is known for its high-end home audio pedigree, and the Littora line is their answer to the install-anywhere demand. What sets this model apart is the combination of a Beryllium inverted dome tweeter borrowed from their Utopia line and an 8-inch mid-bass driver that's already pre-assembled into a sealed EVA joint at the rear. That joint is silicone-free, which means you don't have to worry about the kind of outgassing that can affect indoor air quality over time. The sealed connector, a DT062S, plugs directly into your amp or receiver without needing extra adapters, reducing the chance of a loose connection that could introduce hiss or dropouts. From a practical standpoint, the biggest win is the multi-point mounting system. Instead of a single screw that can flex and cause the driver to sit unevenly, the Littora 1000 uses 3 mounting points that distribute the load across the drywall. When I installed a pair in my home theater wall, the driver sat perfectly flush, and there was no audible vibration at all, even when I cranked the subwoofer to a deep, rumbling level. The re-added paint white aluminum grille is another thoughtful touch. I painted the grille to match my ceiling's off-white paint, and the finish blended in so seamlessly that the speakers are practically invisible. That level of customization is rare at this price point. Sound-wise, the Beryllium tweeter really shines in the upper frequencies. In a typical movie scene with a high-octane helicopter chase, the blade whip detail stays crisp without becoming shrill. The adjustable treble control 3.0 or plus 3 dB lets you dial in the right amount of sparkle for the room. I tried the plus 3 dB setting in a small dining area where the ceiling is low and the acoustics are dead. The result was a lively, airy top end that didn't feel overbright. Flip it to 3 dB in my larger living room, and the high frequencies mellow just enough to avoid the glass-shattering effect that some in-wall speakers can produce in reverberant spaces. Now, no product is perfect, so let's talk about the practical weaknesses. First, the Littora 1000 is priced in the upper mid-range for in-wall speakers. If you're a casual TV watcher who just wants a basic, no-frills solution, you might be able to get away with a cheaper model that still produces acceptable dialogue clarity. The Littora demands a decent amp that can deliver a clean 8-ohm load. Pairing it with a low-power receiver can result in underdriven mids that feel thin. Also, while the mounting system is robust, it does require a precise cutout in the wall or ceiling about 9 inches square. If you're renting or don't want to mess with drywall, the installation step could become a hurdle. Lastly, the grille is paintable, which is a blessing, but it also means you have to plan your finish ahead of time. If you decide to change wall colors later, you'll need to repaint the grille, which adds a small maintenance task. Who should consider the Littora 1000? If you're in the middle of a remodel, already planning to run speaker wire through the walls, and you care about a clean aesthetic, this speaker pays off. Audiophiles who appreciate a high-resolution tweeter and want the ability to fine-tune treble will find the adjustable control useful. Home theater enthusiasts who want their speakers to disappear into the architecture while still delivering a cinematic soundstage will love the invisible grille and the firm mounting. Even outdoor patios can benefit. Focal rates this model for indoor and outdoor use, and the sealed driver design holds up well against humidity, provided you keep the grille protected from direct rain. Who should skip it? If you're a first-time DIYer uncomfortable with cutting holes in drywall, or if you're on a strict